Well, hi there, everybody. How y'all doing? Old Big Jim coming at y'all from the bog right here in South Mississippi. And let me tell you what, it is cold. Okay? Chilly, cold, whatever you want to call it. For an old man like me with no circulation, it's cold. Okay? I ain't going nowhere. Don't want to go nowhere. It's raining, and it's about 90% humidity. So that makes it even colder. The temperature's not going to get out of the 40s. Probably in the mid 40s right now. But anyway, it's Tuesday, and of course, you know, every time I try to do a Two for Tuesday, well, that's brought to you by Tom at Knife Delights. Uh, I can't do it. I'll pull two knives out, and then I got to have another knife to show you what that knife is about. But basically, I have two knives that I'm going to share with y'all. And but I have a couple of examples that go along with them. So anyway, and it's the Frost Cutlery Company, or Frost Cutlery, and I catch a lot of slack. I mean, I hear about it all the time, but maybe I can quench some of those myths, rumors, you know, whatever. But that's fine. I can handle the whatever gets thrown at me. Yeah, you know, ain't no big deal. Not for a high stepper. Boy, I got a shoulder hurting me. Anyway, but before we do that, I want to make a shout out, and it's my brother over in Texas, Mario, at MIPD 1980. Every morning he does what he calls, I think he calls it the verse of the day or something like that. Don't really know. Don't matter. I'm waiting for him to talk because he reads you a verse and then he kind of takes you through life and explains you the deal about it. But Mario's got it going on, y'all. He ends all his little clips by saying, "Be the light." Well, Brother Mario, you are the light, brother, okay? And I appreciate you. I appreciate you bringing the word. You know, fine Christian man, family. He's a pocket knife guy. I mean, there's nothing you can't like about Mario. So y'all, if y'all believe in the Lord, believe in Jesus Christ, y'all go there and give Mario a listen. And subscribe to his channel, and y'all tell him old Big Jim said come over and see him because I really mean this, guys. If you're a praying person and you want to hear, you know, it's like everybody else, you know, Dwayne Clark, and Clark's Knives, and or Clark's Cutlery, Cross Creek Outdoors, Jim Thornton. All these people bring it, man. Okay, they bring it. Okay? So anyway, thank you, Mario, for everything you do, brother. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna stop this, turn this thing around. We're gonna talk about some pocket knives. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. Brigade, how y'all? But y'all okay? Been a minute since I don't know how long it's been since I was on here, but it's been a minute for me anyway. So let's go ahead. We're gonna start this. I'm gonna quell some of the myth and bring you a little information about these Frost knives. Now this is a very early. This was probably made in Japan. Now, I don't know that because it's not marked and it didn't have a mark, but it's a razor knife, two-bladed razor knife, and it has the standard Frost Cutlery tang stamp. But I want y'all to watch. Okay, this thing is a beast, and it says on the back of the tang right here, it says Soligen steel. Now y'all remember that, Soligen steel, or Soligen, depending on who you are and where you say it. I'm from the South, so it's Soligen. But I wanted to, that snap right there, man. I mean, you know, your Camillus and your Queens and some of a couple other brands. I mean, there's not a better snap out there than this right here. I promise you. Okay, now the knife that's in question, and I'm gonna get to how I got to this in a minute. But when I bring out the knife that got me to this, but they come in this style of box. Okay, Frost Cutlery, genuine worm groove collector series. It's got a picture of a trapper there, and see this little symbol right here. Excuse me. That's what you're looking for, and it says custom design shield, and it says Cutting Horse Stockman. Now I don't know if this box goes with the knife that was in it or not. I just don't know because they confused. But it says 3 1/4 inch closed stainless steel blade, nickel silver bolster, custom Frost Cutlery shield. Okay, and there's the part number. Of course, the part numbers are not on the knives, so that's irrelevant. And there's some pricing back in the day when it was. Okay, the knife that came in this box was similar to this one. Now, this is a Remington bullet knife. Okay, and this one was made, I think, out of the Madison factory. This has been carried. Got some teeners on it, but this is the Remington bullet going through the circle, and I think it says Madison. Make sure, yeah, Madison, South Carolina. But just a wonderful pocket knife, and the reason I even brought this knife out here was to show you this knife. Okay. Now, who copied who? I don't have a clue. Which came first? Don't have a clue. I know that all these knives that I'm showing y'all today are vintage. Okay, this one has a lanyard hole, this one doesn't. Okay, but anyway you size it up, man, that thing right here is pretty. Okay, worm groove, it's got your standard worm groove. And these knives were made in Pakistan. Okay, but that doesn't mean anything because they've been making, it's kind of like China. They've been making knives in China for 5,000 years. Okay, that's before Christ. Okay, so just understand that. But what we're looking at here is this shield. Now, this shield says, this one is turned this way, but it says Frost Cutlery, and in the circle it says the year 2000. Remember that, the year 2000. Okay, because that's going to be coming back up in a minute. Now, standard, same blades as that Remy that I just showed y'all. I can get it open. Maybe that's hard looking through this camera trying to figure out what I'm doing. But anyway, there's your Frost Cutlery tang stamp. Exact same tang stamp that was on that razor knife. But on the back of this one, it says German steel. Okay. I'll get that in there. See where it says German steel? For a knife to have Soligen steel on the tang stamp, that steel has to come from Soligen. Okay? You can say German steel, and you could call any steel in the world German steel, because if you just use the formula that came from Germany, then it's German steel. But if it comes from Soligen, if it says Soligen on it, it has to come from that region of the world. So, that's just a little FYI. But anyway, this thing got the half stop, got the snap, got your little, get it open. Boy, I'm struggling, y'all. I like the Frost spade blade. It's more of a spear point. I just like their spade blades much better than I do some of the American ones. Okay? Just a great little knife right here, guys. Great little knife. Now, all of this came about because about 3 o'clock this morning, I watched a video that was put out by Sean at White City Knives. And Sean brought out a knife, and he wanted to show it. And he had one knife that was made in China, which was a Rough Rider, I believe. And then he had another knife that was made by Frost Cutlery, but it was a razor knife, and that razor knife had Pakistan on the back of it. Well, this is the exact same knife that he showed. I'm talking about exact. Same color, same everything. But see, it's got the Frost Cutlery, but this is easy. It's a bigger shield than this one. You know, the shield size has to do with what size knife it is. Of course, this is a 3.5 inch trapper, and this is, there's a lot of history in this knife right here. This is actually an English jack, and that's a single-bladed jackknife. It's a little longer than a trapper, because this is like almost 4.5 inches, and it's called an English jack. Okay, then they started putting the swing guard on there, and it was called an English jack with a swing guard. Okay, and then sometimes, and I think this was in the late 70s and early 80s, the Case Collectors Club put out one year. They put out a knife that had a cheetah on the blade, and it was a Scandi grind. And the first ones of these knives had a regular a flat grind or a regular grind. It wasn't a Scandi grind, but the Case people call any knife now that has a swing guard on it a cheetah. But that was a 1 year only knife that came out for the Case Collectors Club. I want to say around 70, somewhere, 74, 5, 6, maybe 72, I don't remember. But anyway, but this is a fine knife, y'all. I'm going to tell you that right now. Call it a cheetah, call it whatever you want to call it. It's an English jack with a swing guard, or a cheetah. But just a fine knife, y'all. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful knife. Now, the one Sean had, he couldn't see the Pakistan, and I don't know if I can show it. Y'all see right there where it says Pakistan? Okay, this is the exact same knife, Sean. The exact same knife. I've had some of these before. I actually had one in Blue Bone years and years ago that I probably traded or gave away or whatever. I don't remember. But just a great knife, guys. But anyway, there's your little history about this knife. It's great knife. But the main thing is, if you're going to buy Frost Cutlery, stay away from black box. Okay? If you can pick up these knives in this blue box with that shield on it, I will almost promise you that you will not be. And this didn't come with a box. A lot of the box doesn't matter because the part number's not on the knife, and you can have. I got 20 of them blue boxes, and I couldn't tell you what knife came out of none of them. But anyway, great little knife right here, guys. Just a great, great, great knife. All right, guys. Only thing left to say is always keep a Band-Aid handy. Remember, he is not here, for he has risen. Merry Christmas, everybody. Rule number 9, always carry a knife. Or at the Barlow Brigade, always carry a sharp knife. But one more time.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you